On our most recent trip to Ghana, we celebrated the 10th anniversary of Lawrence Lighthouse Temple and the opening of our new building.
Hi, I'm Scott Crawley.
And I'm Alicia Crawley. We're the founders of Lawrence Lighthouse Temple in Ghana, West Africa. We founded the church 10 years ago in memory of our daughter Lauren, who died in a car accident at the age of 16. It was always her dream to take Jesus to those who hadn't heard, and she had planned to go there herself.
Godly was excited to show us the building. I think he'd intentionally kept that away from us, and when we drove up, we were blown away. The celebration service was spectacular. A lot of people, a lot of children. A lot of people joining the church that morning. I think they had 8 or 9 people joining. And then after the service, we got in our cars and we drove out to the ocean and baptized 31 people. As Godly says, marvelous. Beyond human comprehension. And it was spectacular.
When we arrived on that first Saturday, reading classes were in session. Most of the children in the neighborhood around the church could not even read and were not going to school. So they began Saturday reading classes. And those kids are so excited to be there. It was just so great to see. And I was even able to deliver books that had been donated by many people here in the U.S.
So one of the things that I was looking forward to is always getting out of my comfort zone. And one of those ways of doing that was to go out to the network churches where you really didn't know what to expect, but to see the actual fruit of the Bible schools and the pastors that are now out there in the areas that are more remote was just such a neat thing to see.
Men and women who go out and are planting new churches again, and they just continue to grow and spread throughout the region and even to a neighboring country.
So it was exciting to see the building completed based on our first phase, but also the growth that is taking place because the youth and the children and all of the things now, there are greater needs. So that's what we're asking for, is to help us continue to grow.
I am Pastor Godwin and Elioni. We still have needs in Lawrence Lighthouse Temple which are not yet met. We still need air conditions, and also we don't have instruments, musical equipment.
All these different things, the youth building, the children's building, and it's exciting to see this home taking shape.
We're so excited for the campus that God is giving us to minister to the community around us.
So it's exciting to flash back to the day of the accident and to see how God has been faithful of taking ashes and making them beautiful. All of the many people's lives who have been changed as a result of this ministry is so God. That's just the way He works. The day of the accident, God gave me, He gave us an example of what He was going to do. Miraculously, randomly showed up on that day, and I opened it up. It was a box with a figurine of a little girl with a packet of seeds at her knees, had a spade in her hand, plants growing around her, and a sign stuck in the ground that said "Community Garden, coming soon." We have no idea how large that community of believers will be someday in heaven as a result of a tragedy that God says, no, it is victory, and I'm going to show you what I'm seeing.
Please go to lawrencelighthouse.temple.com if you want to learn more about the whole ministry. You'll find ways to give. You'll find ways to keep up. Our newsletter is all posted there, and you can sign up for the newsletter as well. We covet your prayers, and we covet the care that you have already shown us through this whole process.